Hey there, this is Katie Bradford with Lillocuting.com, and this is my video review of the ThinkPad notebook from Lenovo called the X230 tablet. That's right, this is one of those convertible tablet laptop things that seem to have gone out of style almost everywhere else except for Lenovo's ThinkPad line. And there's really nothing wrong with that. This is a pretty sweet laptop, and we'll go over some of the things I like about it, some of the things I don't. Let's start out by taking a look at the outside of the notebook. This is a 12.5-inch screen notebook, so it is a Lillocutor, but it is kind of heavy. It's about 4 pounds, and that's because it has this 6-cell battery attached to it. The battery that comes with the basic configuration is 3 cells, but as anybody who loves long-lasting notebooks knows, 3 cells doesn't really usually get you through the day, so you're going to want this chunky guy right here. Of course, in the back, we have the typical Lenovo power cord connector. And because this laptop is small, it does not necessarily mean you're not going to get a lot of ports. So on this side, we've got full-size VGA, full-size display port, 2 USB 3.0 ports, and right here is the on-off switch for the wireless. This is an express card port. Over on this side, there's the port for the stylus, which we'll get into in a second. There's a lock slot over here. The other USB, this one is USB 2.0, but it is a sleep and charge port, one of the things I really like. And then full-size Ethernet and combo headphone microphone jack. And then the front is just the front. And underneath, there's a docking connector here, and you get some access to the internals via this panel. So as you can see, we have this nice 2.5-inch display, and that it folds all the way back down like many Lenovo ThinkPads do, which is nice. But of course, this is a tablet model, so go around like that, go flat against the keys, and there you go. Now, once it goes into this mode, as you can see, Lenovo is going to sort of flip everything around. Sometimes it takes a few seconds to do it, sometimes it doesn't. It tends to depend on whether or not you've got a lot of programs running, whether there's a lot of stuff taking up the RAM. That seems to be like what holds up the process. It also has an accelerometer in it, so that if you want to use it in different orientations, it will switch those orientations. Again, sometimes it takes a second or 2 or up to 30 to do so, but it will do it, and again, it just seems to depend on how many programs are running at the time. You can also turn off the automatic accelerometer, like switching of orientations, and just use the buttons here that are on the bezel. There's also a power button on the bezel, so you can get to that even if you want to stay in tablet mode, and the fingerprint reader is also here on the bezel. So since this is a tablet, it also comes with a stylus. This is a digitized stylus, so that means that you'll be able to not only tap and make things happen like a mouse, but you can also hover, and the screen is going to detect the stylus up to several millimeters away. This is good for both hovering, so if you want to use it to do hover menus, things like that, but it also makes for good palm rejection. Because when you have this, and as soon as the screen detects that this is going on, it's going to ignore what your palm is doing. That's a good thing, because this also responds to capacitive touch as well. So just in case you don't hold the pen every time you want to flick or do something on the screen, you can just use your finger, but of course this is going to give you better accuracy and has right-click values and other things like that going on. It has a little button on the side. And then of course it stores very neatly up here. This little port, but again, you can use your fingers if you need to. So things I like about the ThinkPad X230 tablet include its size. It's 12.5-inch display, so it's big enough to get some real work done, but then it only has a 1366 by 768 resolution, which I'm not too fond of. It's 4 pounds with the 6-cell battery, as I said, but if you're looking for something that can actually get stuff done, that's not, ultrabooks are great for being portable, but they don't also come with that many ports. So, this is a good balance actually between productivity and portability, which I really like. I like the whole tablet thing. I like being able to use the pen on the screen. Windows 7 is a bit better than previous versions of Windows for dealing with that, and of course Windows 8 is going to be even more tabletified, but maybe not the kind of tabletified that somebody who's interested in this might be down with. But you don't have to upgrade to Windows 8 if you don't want to. So So price on this is, it varies. This configuration is going to run over $1,200. If you like this form factor in general, like having a 12.9-inch screen, having it, be small but not ultra small and not too heavy, this also comes in a non-tablet format, so you can just get a regular notebook, and then it has everything that this has, down to all the different ports and all the internals, etc. But it's not going to turn into a tablet, and so it costs significantly less. It's actually less than $800. It's starting at the base configuration, so there is that to consider. Overall, I would say if you're looking for a tank of a laptop, this is definitely a contender. If you're needing a tablet for your work, again, this is a contender, but if you just need a good, solid laptop that's going to last you, that has some nice business features, that has a good keyboard, that has a decent trackpad, that has a track point if you don't want to use the trackpad, has all the ports that you're going to need, full-size ports without any crazy dongles, check out the X230 series. Either this guy, the tablet, or the X230 regular notebook. They seem to be something that will do you well if you're looking for that kind of thing. So this is KT Bradford giving you a quick video review of the Lenovo X230 tablet.